Why are you wearing sunglasses? It's cloudy, 45 degrees, and we're inside.
Dude, we're in Jamaica, man. Yeah, what are you wearing? We're in Jamaica.
Jason,
what are you talking about?
We left a week ago. We're back.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
But we're no longer there. Buddy.
You're right. Hello and welcome to Bacon Bits. I'm Jason.
I'm Eric.
We had the time of our life last week.
Oh, man.
I think that was one of the best weeks of my life.
I can't describe how amazing it was.
Jamaica is a totally different world, I think. Like, the culture is different, not necessarily in a bad way. Just it's completely different than the States here.
Well, for starters, it was constantly above 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which is a plus for us New Englanders.
Yeah, below 35 for months now.
Mm-hmm. And I've been to the Caribbean before. I've been to Bermuda.
Okay.
This was your first time.
This is my first time out of the country.
Out of the country. And
on
kind
a plane.
Talk about that a little bit, Eric.
Well, that was
How was
interesting.
That for you?
I mean, I was a bit nervous at first because I've never really been on a plane before. The takeoff was kind of fine. The
landing not so much.
Landing was a bit iffy because that first time we were hitting the turbulence, I was kind of like grabbing the armrests and whatnot. But I made it.
We stayed at an all-inclusive hotel called the Rio. I think that's how you say it. Rio Resort. And again, all-inclusive. There was free food. There were shows every single night. And the people there were just so nice.
It was
very, very accommodating. If you ever go to Jamaica, we highly recommend the Rio Resort.
Oh, it was so much fun.
The beautiful pool. The water was crystal clear. Again, as you mentioned, warm, above 75.
Wearing shorts.
Wearing shorts. And the reason we went, I should kind of back up and give a little preface.
For starters, your mom's a professor.
Right. My mom is a professor at Central.
Yes.
She teaches nursing. And each year she goes down to Jamaica to do some health clinicals and talks to different schools in Jamaica with about 12 of her students. And so this year we just decided that we'd tag along.
Why not?
And those 12 students, I think it's safe to say that we're both pretty good friends with by this point.
God.
They're just a blast.
So much fun.
And we just had the time of our lives. So I want to get into one of the key parts, at least that I think of this trip, Eric. And that was the night where we went on stage.
That
show.
Was so much fun. Fun.
You could go into this a little bit here. So
every night before they put on like a performance, they'd have a pre-show where they had like audience involvement. And this night they asked for 6 women and 6 men. And of course, all 6 women went up there pretty easily, and no guys.
It was literally 6 women first, and no guys up there.
So we unfortunately got dragged up there.
Well, no.
We didn't quite get dragged up there.
They pressured us into it.
But they were, like, really pulling for us, so we went.
And one of them was going like this to us, like calling me chicken. I was like, oh, hell no.
So we went.
Both of us went up on stage.
And we come to find out the game, it was like an advanced form of musical chairs.
Pretty much.
Where you would have to run out into the audience and grab something, like something specific to.
Right.
Run back on stage, and there'd be a chair going. And whoever was last wouldn't have a seat, and they'd be eliminated.
Right, so it was kind of like a very intense scavenger hunt interaction with the audience. Yeah. So they'd be like, go find me an unlit cigarette, and we'd all have to run out into the audience, and someone would have to get us a
speed,
cigarette.
Agility, strength,
we were
willpower.
This is the big time. I mean, we were on our game. I will say that when they said 18 and up, I was a little scared as to what they were going to ask us to do.
That was
because we've seen other shows before this one, and they were making people dance, and they were doing all these
like couples things.
Yeah, and we weren't really about that. We're not about dancing so much, although we did a lot of that. Not in the show, but just at the club in general. So anyway, so we're both sitting on stage, and I remember I'm sitting next to you, and I don't know what you were thinking here, but I'm looking out into the audience. There's several hundred people watching
easily.
us. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell have we got ourselves into?
This is our life now. I guess this is happening.
So they explained the game, and we did pretty good in the beginning, at least.
Yeah.
I remember most of the girls got eliminated immediately.
Pretty quickly.
And I got out on the 4th round, and
I came in second.
And you came in second.
I should have won. All
right, so I got out because I couldn't remember who. I couldn't find lip gloss or something like. There was one specific item that I couldn't find, so I got out. I didn't make it back to stage in time. Eric was still up there, and I was just it was fun to watch. It really was.
Yeah,
we were all rooting for you from the stands. And we were just watching other people get picked off, and you just stayed up there,
kept making it.
And eventually, it came down to you and one other girl.
Mm-hmm. And the last round was interesting because we had to go out into the audience and form a conga line, and then come back on stage. And then once we were on stage, we had to make like as much noise as possible, and whichever team made the most noise won.
When they announced that, when they announced that you had to get people to join your conga line, I was immediately on my feet. I was getting people like as quickly as possible saying, "You're going to be behind Eric." "No, I don't want to." "I don't care, man. You're getting behind Eric.
Thanks for the support, man.
You're getting your ass on stage." And so you had a pretty good following.
Yeah.
The other girl did too.
People, but unfortunately, it came down to audience vote, and I lost.
Yeah, and again, there were 2 teams up on stage. You had your team, the girl had her team, and it came down to who could yell the loudest, basically. Yeah. What team could make the most noise. And I think that her team won because they had so many young
little
girls
kids,
who can just, prepubescent people who can just, like, yell
very
as loud
high
as...
voice.
Right, exactly. And I think that's why she won. But you gave it a valiant effort there, bud. You really did.
Thanks, bud. So,
snorkeling.
Ooh, yeah, we had to talk about that nice little catamaran.
I've been
cruise.
before, but yeah, go ahead.
That was fun. It's just a small boat. It's kind of like a party boat, if I do say so myself.
It is a party
boat.
All
right, it is a party boat where go on, there's like seating and a little netting in the middle that you can stand on. You go out into the ocean with a crew. They give you drinks and everything. Free drinks.
All inclusive.
Yeah, and you go snorkeling for a while.
Right.
And it's like good 45 minutes-ish, and oh my god, that was amazing.
It was just really, really fun.
Bluest water I've ever seen.
Yeah, and for those of you who have never been to the Caribbean, the water is not like anything you'll find around the United States. It's really not, unless you go like down to like the Florida Keys or something like that. This water, I mean, you could just see straight to the bottom. It's like glass.
It was amazing.
It was just it's really, really cool. And like you said, the catamaran.
We swam like schools of fish.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I think I found Nemo.
I found SpongeBob. So
all right.
But yeah, it was a really, really fun week. And then the worst part, I think, was coming back. Not only because we had to come back to 25-degree weather
in shorts, still wearing shorts.
Yeah, that was depressing. But we also our flight we were flying back alone.
Yeah,
which I've flown alone before, but I've never flown internationally alone before. And
I've barely ever flown before anyway, so hell if I knew what I was doing.
And we ran into some trouble at the airport in Jamaica on our way home. Our flight got delayed, what was it, like 2.5 hours?
Yeah. So we weren't sure if we were going to make the layover flight, but
that was intense.
We did by about 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah,
it was really close.
We were running, trying to get through customs and everything. Yeah. It was...
And then our other flight... that left out of Baltimore for the layover was a little bit delayed too. Yeah, but we didn't end up getting back to Hartford until about a little after midnight, I think. It was a late night, and
it was. I think the funniest part was we came back to our final destination. I just looked out the window and I saw snow on the ground,
and we were like, "No, it's not snow. It's sand."
It's literally the day. Actually, it was spring at that point. It officially turned to spring. And it was snowing.
I know.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
I was just looking at it and I was saying, nope, it's not snow, it's sand. It's white sand, it's beautiful sand.
That is a beach.
We're in the Caribbean, I'm not in denial, it's sand, it's sand.
The next few days were filled with denial, depression.
And yeah, pretty much. And we won't really go into this too much, but we danced a lot, Eric.
Mm-hmm. We closed the club at one night.
Yeah.
About 2 a.m.
Yeah, we're both not big dancers, and we probably looked like idiots. And I'm really happy that there's no videos of this. And even if there was, I would not put it in this video.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, we danced a lot. And one of our friends, Sergey, I remember, was dancing on the table.
Yep, that happened.
So it was a crazy time. Just really, really fun people. Great experience. I loved it.
Yeah, so
I loved
we'll
it.
Wrap it up from that.
Yeah, we recommend Jamaica, guys.
If you have the chance.
If you have the chance and the money, because it's kind of expensive to go there.
But save up.
And stay at the Ryu Hotel. Definitely. It's worth it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Bacon Bits every Saturday and Sunday. College and Bacon every single Thursday. We forgot to get the task flask. You want to grab it, Eric?
Pause yourself.
Okay.
Also over here.
Yeah, there you go. Just kind of don't take the mic.
I got you. I got you.
Don't forget about our website, www.collegeandbacon.com. You can see all of our old episodes up on that site and even sign up to become an official Baconite. You'll get a certificate emailed from both of us. Now, Eric, I put some new things in the task class.
I can see that.
I filled it up a little bit.
So I'm in for a bit of a surprise.
You are in for a bit of a surprise. I think you'll like the ones we got.
Jason is a track runner, and Eric is his brutally honest coach. Okay, Jason.
Hey, coach, you see that? You see that? That must have been a new record.
Okay, Jason, stop talking. We need to have a talk. You're off the team.
Why?
But
coach, I just circled around. It only took me about a half hour to circle the track.
You suck.